Thank you for this opportunity. I would say that I'm fortunate to be part of the program, considering the number of students who have been part of this project, furthering international relations capacities, international engagement to nurture campus diversity, and to support internationalization at home or friends. As a student in the university, having read and heard about this project, at first I was hesitant to engage in this activity as I was also preoccupied with academic requirements until when I had this course in international management under Professor Dr. Rochelle Madrid. Shall I say, is it because it's one of the requirements? Nevertheless, along the way, as I went through the process and engaged in the activities like reflection, reaction papers and article critique, engaging lectures and even movie reviews, which are related to culture and intercultural experience. Gradually, I came to a point that through this avenue, it had ignited in me a more in-depth consciousness and awareness that truly we belong in a community of people with diverse backgrounds and cultures. Whether we like it or not, we belong to one cosmos. We live in a global village. From this point, I was able to ponder on many things. This intercultural experience eventually had widened my approach on how I understand issues and concerns in a global lens. It influenced my perspective on how I understand the presence of intercultural communities, which made me more appreciative about my culture and other cultures as well. I may be biased at some points regarding the field of interest where I usually focus. However, this project made me consider other domains like cultural diversity, cultural intelligence, and global leadership and management. I realized that developing an intercultural orientation and mindset through such exposure and experience leads us to be more mindful that we live and immerse in an intercultural environment. A community where we promote respect, mutual understanding, and trust. We become more sensitive and appreciative of the others. With this intercultural thinking, we find commonalities amidst cultural differences as we recognize the others as our neighbors, which can be translated into our spheres of communities. We regard as our neighbors, our classmates, peers, co-workers, or colleagues in our workplaces and organizations, partner schools, business partners, neighboring countries, and the like. What I'm pointing out is, with this intercultural experience, we develop a better mindset, a better way of understanding things in a systemic, inclusive, global, and intercultural approach. We can understand better the cultural context as well as cultural issues of a society, and respond and react appropriately to cultural differences, especially where globalization has made the environment more complex and competitive. Just imagine this kind of community where everyone is led to intercultural exposure and orientation geared towards developing intercultural competence. Suppose the community members develop such competence, I believe that everyone is of better edge and more capable of enhancing communication and understanding, developing solidarity and camaraderie, and building international relationships, harmony, and a sense of community. Despite cultural diversity, is this not the community we would like to build and live in? If we are concerned about building a culturally sensitive and inclusive community, we need to have cross-cultural competence towards global understanding. I have just cited some points of my reflection on this project. However, simply having these insights is not enough without promoting this experience even in my little yet significant ways. As part of the academic community, the school is a great avenue where this cultural awareness is inculcated and developed through its integration in the curriculum as reflected in its programs and learning activities. With the exposure given to students, as I have experienced, we aim to develop the global knowledge and skills, cultural awareness, and cultural intelligence. Our students will be the leaders of the future. Thus, it is so timely and relevant since these are the skills needed in the 21st century in terms of global management and leadership, in understanding and sailing successfully in international organizations and business markets. With this experience, I also look forward that this will soon be considered and extended to basic education, which I firmly believe that inculcating such cultural awareness should start in the foundation years. Hence, to continue building a global community rooted in interconnectedness and interdependence, it is imperative to develop intercultural competence through supporting this Friends project and embracing the challenge of engaging actively in the global and cultural context. Thank you very much, and more power.